A son battles his father for control of the universe and seizes more power than any god ever had. This is the story of Zeus, Greek mythology's supreme commander. To us, it's a myth, but to the ancients, it was reality, a way to make sense of a terrifying world. Some Greeks believed Zeus was the one true god, centuries before Christ, and that nature's worst catastrophes were a sign of his wrath. This is the myth of Zeus, as it was originally told, and the surprising truth behind it. He is the greatest action hero in mythology. His name is Hercules, a man tormented by a horrifying sin, driven to take on 12 impossible challenges in a quest for redemption. To us, it is myth, but to the ancients, it was reality. A legend based on an actual warrior, filled with hidden codes about the real world. This is the truth behind the myth of Hercules. This is the land of the dead, and this is its master, Hades, a god so feared no one would speak his name. His myth reveals how the ancient Greeks viewed death. It is a chilling vision of the one fate no mortal can escape, and it has eerie links to the real ancient world. Curses, ghosts, and secret cults. Prepare to descend into the underworld and experience the story as the ancients heard it. This is the truth behind the myth of Hades. A half-man, half-bull monster, locked in a giant maze, waiting for its next meal of human flesh. This is the bizarre myth of the Minotaur, an angry, savage freak of nature that endures as a timeless symbol of the beast inside all men. But beneath its story lurks a stunning reality. A real world of human sacrifice, bestiality, war, and the remains of an actual labyrinth. This is the myth of the Minotaur, and the truth behind it. If looks could kill, you would be dead, turned to stone with just one glance. This is the myth of Medusa, a monstrous female, feared by all men, on the battlefield and beyond. But she will be challenged by a surprising enemy. Behind the story lurks a stunning reality. Is Greece's most famous monster inspired by a human corpse? And is her story based on actual science, as seen in our night sky? Discover the hidden meaning behind one of the greatest stories ever told. The hunt for the head of Medusa. His name is Odysseus, and he's on a mission to return home to the woman he loves before she marries someone else. Blocking his way are bloodthirsty monsters, enchanting seductresses, treacherous seas, and angry gods. This is the continuing journey of Odysseus, the epic quest of the greatest mythical hero of all time. To us it is myth, but to the ancients it was reality, and perhaps even a blueprint for one of the Christian Gospels. This is the real story, as it was originally told, of the Odyssey. He is the mythical hero of the Norse world, locked in an epic battle of man against monster. destined to confront not one, but three terrifying beasts in a quest for undying glory. This is the legend of Beowulf. But could it be more than just legend? Prepare to experience the oldest story in the English language in an entirely new way. This is the strange truth behind the fiction of Beowulf. It is the greatest myth of modern times. An evil ring of power, and an unlikely hero on a mission to destroy it. The Lord of the Rings is a world filled with warriors, wizards, and monsters, all created in the mind of one man. But there is more to it than imagination. The story has a series of intriguing connections to reality. From the trenches of World War I to the Bible. Now, discover the facts behind the fiction. This is the real story of the Lord of the Rings. Thor, Norse god of thunder. A fearless warrior who protects his people from monstrous giants. He was the idol of Vikings and barbarians in the darkest age ever known to man. But few know the reality behind his myth. He battled the ancient world's most colossal sea monster. And he was the last hope for Europe's pagans as they defied the armies of Christendom. Fact and fiction collide in the myth of the mighty Thor.